There we go.
Hit the Exterminatus.
I
Pull
did.
the lever, Crunk.
It's on.
Lever. Oh
Now.
shit. Alright, okay. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself indeed, in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Hong Kong House of Cards, where seriously, we Yahtzee every time. Oh wait, shit, that's played with dice. Null that sentence. This evening's scene is going to take place at the Carpe Noctem nightclub, introduced just yesterday, as a matter of fact. For those of you who've never been to Carpe Noctem, well, needless to say, the phrase to sum it up in detail would probably be the phrase, quote, edgelord, end quote. The interior decor is designed to look like the inside of a cemetery / mausoleum / crypt, with the tables being being shaped like little tombstones, the booths being shaped like open coffins, etc. It's one of those places. Dear God, why am I here? Dear God, why are they playing what sounds like really, really old Lacuna Coil in the background as an Asian tribute band? And dear God, why are all the drinks $20 just because they've got like Blood of Narcissus written on them, which is actually just a really, really, really poorly mixed Bloody Mary, but the idiots seem to be paying for it. All of you here have either read, received, or gotten an invitation from a mysterious figure who simply calls himself TD. Some of you will know who he is, some of you not so much. It merely says to ask at the bar and present your invitation. And we shall go to people as we enter. Enter in whatever order you enter. Do-do-do-do.
I guess Tony will go first then, since no one else is popping up. She'll walk in with her bag of weapons as normal, kind of look around with a grimace. Do what she did yesterday, just head up to the bar, and then just tell the bartender that she needs to speak to Gravedigger.
You will be brought down these set of back stairs into this alcohol-filled sub-basement, and then brought downstairs into the library-like vaulted ceiling room you were in yesterday, where there is a table set, this time not set for dinner, however it does have numerous drinks.
She'll sit down and just start twiddling her thumbs.
All right.
Arthur will walk in. Oh, sorry. Arthur will walk in with his bags. If they ask to search his bags, they're going to find a lot of medicine and a lot of weed.
They won't ask to search the bags.
Okay. They probably smell the weed coming off of it, and it's like some of the best shit they've ever smelled in their lives. After that, he'll walk over to the bar like he was instructed and ask to see GD.
Okay, because you have Arthur will be. You obviously know the spiel. You'll be brought down into the sub-basement, then taken through a secret door that will bring you downstairs into the vaulted mausoleum-like room where you will see Tony sitting, twiddling thumbs.
Arthur will walk over, sit next to Tony, and pull out a blunt, light it up, and offer it to her.
She'll take it and kind of nod her head. Thanks.
He'll light up one for himself.
Eli
Okay.
will come in. He's got what looks like a camera bag on his over his shoulder, but no camera. It's apparently visible. He's walking with what looks like a cane. He's pretty well dressed. He'll walk over to the bar and order a lower price drink and place his invitation down on the bar and say, "Got an invite here."
Just sorry. One important thing for Brett, Tony, and the rest of you who walk downstairs. The room itself is very, very plush. It's decorated in a kind of neo-Victorian, kind of high Gothic style. So there are bookshelves, there are very, very comfortable couches, and there's a fire burning in a hearth. However, the room itself is incredibly cold, as in your breath is coming out in mist, much colder than a room this small and cozy looking should be.
What's the umbral reflection of this place? Just out of curiosity, and are there any spirits roaming around?
You see basically a kind of a stitch. Are you actually looking at this with spirit sight?
Right now, Arthur sees both planes simultaneously.
Okie dokie, artichoke. You basically see set off on the side, almost like it's draining some of the light away from the room. What looks from your spirit sight to be a hole in reality that's been very carefully stitched closed, but coldness is still emanating from it.
Does it appear to be a differential between the Umbra and the Shadowlands?
It is basically what you would assume. It is a now sealed gateway that was used earlier between our realm and the Shadowlands. Yes.
Arthur's gonna sigh. He's gonna walk over because this is gonna bug him. That's enough. Arthur seals
Yes.
the gateway completely.
Okay. The gateway will snap closed, and the ambient temperature in the room will start to gradually rise. Ian, you will be led downstairs. As I've described the room, it is basically a large library room with a long, solid mahogany wood table, upon which there are many different chairs. There are numerous valuable alcoholic drinks set on the table. So, like for example, old bottles of wine, 50-year-old scotch, etc. And you find your two mage compatriots.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Arthur.
Hello.
Arthur will be focusing on something because it's going to take more than like a minute to snap that thing closed.
All right. At this point, Marcus will actually hop out of a military vehicle, handing his AK back to the driver, head for the door, and yes, he's wearing full-on military regalia. Not dress clothing, combat clothing.
Also, the not person is not following him.
Yeah. And it's pretty obvious that he's wearing a service pistol, but he left his AK behind, so,
So wait, hang on. Solon, are you coming in or no?
Oh, yeah, he's following. He's just off to flawed reflection. Tagging along with the warlord.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You will. I assume you will approach the bar.
If he's not stopped for having that service pistol on him, yeah.
He's not going to be stopped.
Okay. Yeah, he approaches the bar and slaps down a piece of paper on top of it.
The bartender will look down at the piece of paper and nod and say, "Can I get you any drinks before you head down, sir?"
No.
Suit yourself. You will be led down a spiraling staircase into what is basically into a basement. In bars where they keep the extra crates of booze and whatever else have you in case they need to be brought up. And then behind one of the stacks there is a very well-concealed door that she clicks open, and she says, "It's just down the bottom of the stairs, so you can't miss it."
Marcus continues on his way, and the door will, if it's on an automatic closer, will actually close suspiciously long after he goes through it.
You, by the way, as you walk, it's a thing, but it would be very, very ambient. Okay, so, gentlemen, you're all arrayed in this library, which is now rather substantially warmer than it was.
Marcus nods to the others as he comes in, pulls out two chairs, and then quietly sits down in one of them.
Walking down the stairs, a different set of stairs, you see a man dressed in head to foot in kind of what I would describe as high Victoriana. So he's got a long kind of tail trench coat over his shoulders, he's wearing a top hat, and he has a how to describe it? He has a black, very like very not unlike Marcus's, but more kind of frilly and kind of less utilitarian eye patch covering his left eye, and he walks with a cane. And he says, "Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Gravedigger. It's a pleasure to make."
I was just going to look over to this guy coming in. I was going to say, did you know you had a ripped hole into the Shadowlands in your basement?
Yes.
Well, it's not there anymore. You're welcome.
Thank you. I was rather, how would I explain? Due to the amount of time I was supposed to spend there this afternoon, I was rather hungry and closed it in a rather unprofessional manner, but I owe you a debt of thanks in that case. May I offer anyone a drink? He looks down at by the way, he looks down at a tablet he has in his hand and looks up, looks down again, looks up, looks down again. And would your friend mind revealing himself, please? I find it nice to have face-to-face conversations.
Which method did you use to locate him?
He has a video link to the security cameras in this room
Flawed
on
reflection.
his tablet.
Do you have what is it?
Flawed reflection is the one that basically means whatever I do as basically means it shows up on cameras. Because normally obfuscate has no effect on cameras whatsoever, and Nosferatu shows up perfectly fine. But if you have flawed reflection, whatever you're trying to do works on the camera, whether it's to turn
Actually,
invisible or to
that's
disguise yourself.
not flawed reflection. That's I need to look up the book real quick.
That's the way it was explained to me when I made the character. So I mean, that's how we used it already.
It's a different merit than what you're thinking of. I'm just trying to remember what
I remember you and I used it that way also, because when there was that scene out front of the museum, the folks who were reviewing the footage, you said, "Yeah, you can't see anything in there."
Yeah, I know, but you're thinking of the wrong.
Okay, so it's not, like I said, I thought it was flawed reflection, but
No problem.
same effect.
It's called something else. That's why I'm trying to figure it out real quick.
Okay, in that case, he will make in that case, his statement will still stand because he saw that Marcus pulled out 2 chairs, and he is that observant.
False reflection is what you're thinking of.
It's false reflection.
There we go.
My brain was dying on me.
So, either you intended to put your feet up, or somebody else is currently occupying that chair.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta actually roll this.
At this point, Arthur's going to go over and sit down on the chair.
I am actually going to do it. Don't worry. I'm just making a roll real fast. Hold on.
Okay.
Shit, I gotta actually have my character sheet open. Damn it. Why do I have my character sheet open? Okay. Yeah, fairly sure he's, if anyone makes even 1 success, then yeah, you will now be able to see, on a perk alert, you will now see there is a guy kind of like standing off to the side of the door.
Okay.
We'll perk alerts if you want to, but Arthur's actually going to sit down in the chair.
If they want. It's one
It's
success.
it's not a big deal. He's going to assume there's somebody else in the room because he does that. It's like the whole thing he did with Desau yesterday. You're much older than you are.
So Arthur's going to sit in the chair that Marcus pulled out and say, "Thank you, Marcus."
Marcus nods quietly.
I got a couple of successes. He'll glance over and keep glancing like he doesn't actually see him.
No, he dropped his obfuscate, so yeah.
Okay. But Eli's going to take out a small flask and take a drink out of it.
Now then.
Activate Better Body. Oh well, basically the resist toxin version of it.
Are you 100% sure you want to do that?
Why not?
Because you're currently casting magic in my sanctum, which is automatically a vulgar effect.
I'm having a really hard time hearing you. It's like a third of what you're trying to say is kind of
Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Am I not?
I think you're speaking a little too close to your microphone, to be honest.
My apologies. Is that somewhat better?
Yes, that is.
I was saying, Ian, you would be doing magic in my sanctum, which is considered vulgar with witnesses.
If it's vulgar normally, yeah.
It's not with witnesses because everybody in this room is a variation of awakened. Witnesses basically means you're doing it in front of the uninitiated. Or somebody would have to be able to say, that's impossible.
I thought sanctums just meant that the stuff that's in your paradigm is coincidental, other shit is treated as normal.
It is. So
okay.
The thing is that if
I thought it was that I thought it was in the Sanctum rules of V20. I thought it was that any magic that is not within your paradigm is considered vulgar with witnesses.
It's never with witnesses as long as there's not anybody around. But I'm going to pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Also, according nobody's claimed it to be a sanctum of anybody's to him.
It is. You don't have to claim it to be a sanctum for it to be a sanctum. It is my sanctum.
Yeah, it's just an effect of reality.
That's correct. It's a warp of reality at that point.
Okay.
So that's something that everybody needs to know. And give me 1 minute. I'm pulling up backgrounds.
Great. The Emperor of Mankind came through here and farted.
Damn it! And these warp storms.
Give me 1 minute. I'm pulling up Sanctum rules. Traditionally, in Sanctums, unless it's a complete opposition paradigm, it's considered the same. That's why you can't go into a construct and cast coincidental magic, or else it's like, oh dear
Unless you're
God.
Dassault.
Even Dassault has a different paradigm than what you think it is.
Oh, that would explain it.
The effects of rival mages are considered vulgar in your space. That means men in black procedures go against the prevailing reality within that witch's sanctuary, whereas the witch's spells are counter to the established reality of NWO. Rivals who use the same style of magic would be considered equally at home in a sanctum, i.e. two Verbena, for example, who hate each other's guts, but who employ the same paradigms and tools, would be considered coincidental within the sanctum. Aetherite, however, would find that her weird science is vulgar within the witch's sacred grounds. So if you're both using a variation on mystical magic, it's considered to be correlating unless it's the exact opposite.
Mine is the exact opposite of his, though. His is all about life. Mine's all about death.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's mystical versus technological.
Yes. It's basically you can't go into a sanctum and use technomancy or weird science. You can't go into a sanctum. Sorry, you can't go into a laboratory and use fluffy bunny magic.
Okay, so I'm fine.
So you're completely safe from the techno mages who are all dead.
Yes.
Can we please just like make the petition to keep calling it fluffy bunny magic for the rest of the time?
I think
It is now officially fluffy bunny magic. All right. At this point, Gravedigger will take a seat at the head of the table. Do please enjoy my hospitality.
You don't happen to have a cream soda, do you?
One moment, please. He will tap something on his tablet, and a couple of minutes later, a woman will walk down with a cream soda on a little silver tray with a glass of ice.
I do not drink alcohol.
I could provide you something more to your taste if you'd like. I can provide most anything.
In this place, I don't doubt it.
I am fairly certain that you cannot provide what I need.
Arthur will take a drink of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, he's just going to say, I tell you what. I do beg your pardon, I didn't catch your name.
I am Marcus de San Mateo.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Gravedigger. The next time you are my guest, Marcus de San Mateo, I will provide you just what you want.
He casually pulls out a cigar from one pocket and a lighter, lights the cigar, takes a few puffs on it while putting the lighter back away. There is no one in this club that can provide it, as I am aware.
For the record, he seems very cheerful, like he's very happy, he's very kind of, upbeat. Are you enjoying your soda, mister? I do beg your pardon, I believe your name is Wainwright, yes?
Arthur will nod. Yes, Arthur Wainwright, of the Verbena. Oh, yes, it's quite lovely, thank you. He'll take a pull off of his marijuana, off of his blunt.
But yes, as I've said, I've only had the pleasure of encountering Tony here last evening when I met with your master, Master DeSalle? Yes?
Yep, that's his name.
I like him as a man. He has a rather snappy dresser, We need more of that. We need more people to have a bit of razzle-dazzle left in their lives.
Saying this to the guy that seems to be dressed in silver, by the way.
There's a difference between being fashionable and gaudy.
No, I mean, his clothing literally is the color of silver.
Yes. So, yesterday, as I was new to the city and what have you, I agreed with your eminent master that I would do him a service that I have now completed, and unfortunately bodes rather unfavorably for Hong Kong.
Again?
Again, it must be Wednesday.
Actually, it is Wednesday.
Haha. At this point, he will stand up and he will walk into the shelves of his books, and he will come out a couple of moments later with a map of Hong Kong, and he'll just unfurl it on the table. Now then, as I'm sure many of you have noticed, there has been an increase in the amount of activities of the dwellers of the other worlds, mostly related to the Shadowlands within the confines of this lovely little city of ours.
Please don't tell me the Malfian's trying to coagulate again, because that would be very unpleasant to deal with.
No, however, the entity whom I spoke with at their sepulchre did indicate that had happened in the past.
Yeah,
He was...
it's not pleasant.
No. From what I am led to understand, however, I am not sure if it is Malfian or Navandi or Marauder in our origin, but numerous artifacts were created and empowered with an immense amount of entropic energy, and have apparently been scattered all over the city, that are causing bleeding rifts and sores to form in the fabric of reality between this realm and the Shadow Realm, the Shadowlands, because I'll send you to the Shadow Realm, damn it. Which is causing an immense amount of etheric bleed through. The ghosts are not going where they're meant to be going, in essence, and I am led to understand that these rifts are getting larger.
Well, that's just fan-freaking-tastic.
Yes. Well, so basically what we have at the moment is, how would I explain this best? Essentially, what he'll do is he will take candle wax from one of the candles and he'll drip it onto the map in just random places, and he'll say, these entities, let's just say these bumps are currently the holes that are forming due to the presence of these items, causing this bleed through effect, this damaging effect between the veil. Were they to intermix or expand into one another, then we may have an event of cataclysmic proportions on our hands.
Marcus puffs on his cigar a bit, looking at the map. If what you are saying is true, then if we fail to contain this, it will be contained by our adversary.
You see, no. The problem is that how can I explain this best? When we, as what we are, go to the dark side, as it were, you know, the whole rebreather kind of Luke, you are my father, etc., we become incredibly powerful. But not only that, we become incredibly chaotic. To an interesting and hilarious degree. I believe that these entities and these rifts are formed in such a way that technocracy don't know that they're here. Otherwise, they would have closed them by now. These are a threat to them, but they don't seem to have acted.
That would probably be because there are no Nefandi in the city anymore.
Yes, but there are still shards of their souls.
Yep. Appears there are. How many are there, and where can I find them?
We don't, I was not told that information exactly, unfortunately. And in order to get this information, I had to exchange treasured personal memories for currency in the sepulchre. So, you can see that the wraiths themselves are very closely guarded about this. After all, some of their more... He kind of moves his wrist contemplatively. Anti-living factions would love nothing better than a Night of the Living Dead, the likes of which Hong Kong has never seen.
Well, if that's the case, I can't waste any more time sitting here. Arthur's going to stand up and start walking out.
Eli's going to follow him.
Marcus will
You may-
stand.
Sorry, he will just call after Arthur. Will you please inform Master Dessau that I believe this is payment of our debt?
I'll let him know. And he'll
Thank you.
pull out his phone and start texting.
I must talk to the Principe. Arthur, if you would keep in contact, I would appreciate it.
I'll do my best. I've got to make a stop first. But hopefully I'll have all these closed by tonight.
If you need help, you need only ask.
He'll nod his head. I don't know if this is any help I can actually gain from others. This is something I have to do myself.
Gravedigger will raise his hand. It is something I can help you with.
Can you reach into the Shadowlands and seal breaches?
Yes.
You're that powerful.
I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
You know it's Spirit 4 to do that, right?
He's totally bullshitting you. He thinks he can.
All right. Then you better come with me.
Oh dear.
I can keep you, try to keep you uninjured while you're doing
If
that.
any require my assistance or any of my people, after I've talked to the Principe, I will be at checkpoint 34.
Very well. Marcus, I need you to do me one favor, though.
What is it?
There's a member of Clan Giovanni in the city by the name of Jonathan Karate. He cannot know about this. Do you understand?
You want
Quick
me to
question.
keep secret?
Sorry, I just have to ask Brett a quick question. When you deal with the dead as much as I do, and I've got Wraithlore at the Yin Yang, I take it the name Giovanni is thrown around like, ugh.
It's thrown around in fear.
Yep, there we go. He will kind of, at this point, Gravedigger will stop and say, yes.
The only thing you can associate it with is necromancy. I'll say
Yep.
that much. You don't know anything about them being vampires or anything like that, but yeah.
I know, but basically, if it's a name that even the dead are afraid of, you should be afraid of it.
You want me to keep a secret from someone I would love to hunt down and destroy?
Well, yes, I would.
This is amusing.
I was told by Mr. Buccarati that if I ever opened up breaches into the Shadowlands, he'd induct me into his clan. So, not a good idea for him to know about these things.
He can try. I will destroy him if he attempts to.
Thank you.
In that case, what I will do, Mr. Wainwright, is... The fact of the matter is, I do not know what these artifacts are. However, there are denizens on the other side who do. I will ask my contacts in the other realm to see if they may find the breaches for you, as they would be difficult for you to track alone.
Well, that certainly beats my plan of walking around the city, avoiding the technocracy, and just closing these up when I see them.
Yes, it does.
If you need to move freely, Arthur, I can provide you with a pass.
You can do that?
Of course.
Sure,
I am
I'll
of
take a
equal
pass.
rank to the colonel in charge of the roadblocks themselves.
Sure, I'll take a pass.
Then meet me at the checkpoint later on.
Alright, I'll head there as soon as I visit one of my hidey holes.
Produce his medical badge. I can make sure you get there.
Thank
Without
you.
question.
Just a quick one, Brett. Gravedigger bites the inside of his mouth and puts one hand over his eye, over his and then puts it down again. Would you mind rolling in my Erite, please? I'm just using the Spirit Sight road because he wants to look at Arthur.
Okay. Have you ever been initiated into the Umbra?
Probably not.
Okay, so that's going to raise your difficulty, actually. Well, it doesn't matter. You got at least 2 successes. All right, so you're looking into the Umbra, and you see an overlay of Arthur as what looks like a crystalline being. You've seen Arthur's. You know what Arthur's umbral reflection looks like. So
Mm-hmm.
you just
He
see
sees
a lot
that.
of.
I know what it
brilliant-
is.
Yeah.
He will
Hey,
kind
Brad.
of.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
He keeps his calm, kind of almost very porcelain-like appearance, but inside his brain is working very, very quickly. But continue with what you were going to say.
Actually, it's a curious question for Brett. With Arthur's current condition, is Life 3 still enough to heal him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a couple dots of spirit to add into that too,
Right.
in case it came up. So, but yeah, his offer of
No,
making sure or trying to make sure you stay top
Yeah.
top health while you're doing
Yeah.
stuff.
No, unless he's being attacked by a spirit, the spirit doesn't need to come into effect to heal his wounds.
Okay, good.
Arthur's going to look at Tony. Could you please carry that message that he gave me to your master, and then do your best to keep people safe? I'm not sure what's going to come through, but Thanatos would be very helpful in this situation for dealing with any wraiths that may be trying to manifest into this world.
She gives you a wide smile and nod. Sure, I can do that for you.
Thank you. And Arthur's going to head back up and head to his sanctum, and if anybody tries to go near his sanctum, he's going to tell you to meet him at the checkpoint.
That include Eli.
Yes.
He goes, aren't I going to make sure that you're going to get to this checkpoint first?
Yeah, but that's the nearest checkpoint, so meet me at the checkpoint, Johnny.
Okay. And he'll meet him where he tells him to meet him.
Arthur's
Marcus
going
will Marcus will probably be at the checkpoint about 5 minutes after Arthur gets there.
Okay.
Because remember, he's got to talk to Liam.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to handle that in PM right now?
I think we'll just hand wave it because it's really just information passing.
Okay. Arthur's going to stop by his sanctum, pick up a bag of tasks, some more imbued bluntage, and is going to give instructions to Aradia and then leave. I need to use the bathroom real quick, so converse amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Brett, can I ask a really quick question?
Sure.
Is Arthur an overly large gentleman, or would you say he's medium-sized?
He's average sized. He's probably about 5'7", maybe 5'8".
Okay, so he's not that
slender.
far away from Eli's size. So Eli's actually going to bring his second suit and lend it to Arthur because it's a defensive suit. He'll explain. Defensive enhancement magic.
Arthur will smile and will shake his head. You don't need to give me this. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
What I'm going to be facing is something that suit will not protect me from.
Okay.
Now, the question is, since this is Flavia's plot, do we need him here for it?
No.
Well,
That is Evan speaker. I have no fucking clue.
well, we need to figure it out. So try to figure it out while I'm in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
He's already gone to sleep, so I mean, at least I think
He did. Would anyone like the ability to see wraiths? That might be a fun place to start. Okay.
Now, Marcus is just going to be in an NPC status here for anyone who needs passes around the city.
he got a yellow exclamation point over his head.
You know,
Yeah,
Brett,
How much gold do you give us, How much gold do you give us, Marcus? How much gold?
Brett hasn't actually gone into detail on how precisely how far my medical passes will get me. So
Well,
I don't know
the
how
pass
much
for
gold he
Marcus a pass from Marcus will let you avoid getting hassled by any of the PLA stops in the city because they'll recognize it as you're basically working for the PLA or the mercenary group.
Well, then he'll just hang both badges on, be double, like, okay, yeah, no, really.
Yeah. Yeah, the PLA will just be like, yeah, you're good.
We saw
Tony
one
would
badge
probably
right
take
over.
one.
We saw one of the badges. Go ahead.
Yeah. At least in your position, it doesn't matter. You know, your medical badge might get you questioned as to where you're going and for how long, so that they at least know to come after you if you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because medical
So,
personnel.
What was the determination? Do we need to hold off on this scene until we actually have Flavio? Because he doesn't share. Nobody shares their plots with me anymore, apparently.
I'm trying to share my plots with you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also the vampire ST. So.
Yeah, but I keep trying to sit you down to
Maybe
actually
best to
hammer
err on,
out that plot.
maybe best to err on the side of caution on this one,
Yeah.
rather than risk having the scene redlined.
Yeah. So
Well, at least
Being
Marcus
realistic,
can-
the only thing that Gravedigger actually wants to do was give you the information. That's where he ends. So because I'm going LARPing for the weekend, so I will be on very intermittently. So he just wanted to kind of give you guys the ball and have you go play with it.
okay.
Have fun with that, by the way.
Yeah, I miss LARPing. All right, so we'll go ahead and call it then. I'll talk to Flavio and see if we can't determine a time which we can work on this plot of his.
Hooray!
If people want to do vampire stuff, which would probably be all of one person, I could always run it later. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling well right now.
It's fine, dude.
All right, so go ahead and lead us out. Ben, lead us out.
Well, thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing. This has been another night of Hong Kong House of Cards. Be safe wherever you are, even if you're going to a goth club. Later.